All right. Yeah, we got to get some talk action going on in here. See what we got here. I need to stream snipe. There we go. All right. All right. So Ted Bergen says Peaches would probably pay $250,000 to get away from Anna talking. Peaches Doomtron says Peaches has to be sus if Anna's that paranoid. It's pretty good. It's not all that bad. Says Lord Fnatra says the shit we put up with from Cecil. Oh, I've had worse. Matt Becker says, well, I still have beer, so I guess I'll hang out. There we go. Yeah, Cecil was tweeting. I don't know how Cecil's a machine when it comes to tweeting. I just can't do that. Of course, I would have been banned by now if I tweeted as much as he does. Cecil pass out? Yeah. Well, he had his whole panel on there, and then he just up and disappeared and left the chat going. So I figured the best way to get it going would be to uh, narrate the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and post an invite link in here if you want to get on. Matt Becker says, I'm mad at Ethan. All the empty promises of streaming. Yeah. Was it StreamYards lets you get 10 people on at a time now? It's pretty good. Just abandon the donut Earth like nothing. I thought Earth was more like a Hershey Kiss, wasn't it? Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can send the link to SnarkCon DM. I have never heard of him. I've never heard him on any streams. Let's see, SnarkCon. I forget what his Twitter name was though. There we go. Oh, what the? I hate Twitter. What the hell is this thing doing? Gotta be kidding me. Let's see. I gotta figure out a way to. Yep. Let's see what's going on. Oh, you got banned from Twitter. Well, Gargoyle, if you want to get on the show, I posted the link, so you can click on that. But let's see. I was trying to get SnarkCon DM on here. That'd be pretty cool to hear from him. But I can't figure out how to make. I don't know how to send direct messages on Twitter. That's how much I use it. I go on there maybe once every other week. I'm not much of a Twitter person. Let's see. How do you send? This is such a gives me a headache. Let's see. I'll try. I'll just try copying that and go to messages. Messenger. They just overcomplicate this whole thing. New message. Oh, I can't. Says cannot be messaged. Okay, well that explains it. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, there's El Gargoyle. Hey, what's happening, El Gargoyle?
Hello there. How you
Coming
doing?
through loud and clear.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
I think the real challenge to streaming is there's a slight latency, a delay. And so that's what causes people to trip over one another. Because in your earphone, the person stopped talking, but they haven't in reality. So
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So going back to, so I'm stream sniping Cecil's chat. So I'm just going to put some audio to the to some of the commentary here. Let's see. Snarkcon DM says Cecil passed out on the keyboard. Warfire Zero says Cecil is a comedic genius. He trolls us when he's not even here. That he does. And Checkpoint says because he took his Twitter down and split town. What about says
I
we
knew
need a
he was
civil war
grifting.
anyway. Screw this election. It's pretty crazy. I saw some footage where some woman was stabbed.
Yeah. Proud Boy woman.
That's crazy. These people are fanatical.
And you notice her skin color? She didn't look like a white supremacist to me.
Well, it's all about the agenda with these lunatics. If you don't support their communist agenda, you're going to get stabbed. It's as simple as that.
Speaking of which, I was paying attention to the maps, like Lucius and I were talking about Virginia. And Trump, if you look at the map, it looks like Trump won Virginia.
Oh, there's all kinds of shenanigans going on. I mean, I knew there would be. These Democrats, they don't play fair. They cheat, they rig. That's how they stay in power. Because nobody really wants hellish communism. People want liberty, and they want a fair shake at life,
Totally agree.
And nobody in there, no sane person is going to vote for a child molester that can't even, speak correctly. He was a pressure. Did you hear that thing? He's up there on the podium in front of millions of. Well, actually, no. His rallies, he has 12 people per rally.
Yeah. No, what I was really surprised about is you go in the past of Joe Biden. Of course, you got all the speeches that he stole that he got caught stealing.
Plagiarism.
But yep, how many times he blatantly said the N word when he was in Congress?
Yeah, he gets away with it.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, one of his lines was he was reading a quote, "We don't need any more N-word big shots." I was like, whoa. Whoa.
Well, not just that, the deal with Burisma, where he used his vice presidency to get a prosecutor in Ukraine fired. And then he got paid, millions of dollars for that?
Yep. And all the money he made for his son for that energy company that didn't go through in Ukraine.
Yeah, it was Burisma.
Yeah, there's so much fucked up with that guy, and it's like everybody's just ignoring it.
And then all the stuff that they don't like about Trump isn't even true. Why don't you like Trump? Oh, he's a racist. No, he's not. They made that up.
And the only accusation that anybody ever heard him say the N-word was a lady saying she heard a tape. And it's like, couldn't the guy send you a copy of the tape on your phone? We are in the generation of technology.
Not that hard to fake something like that. Not that hard at all. I mean, you can even fake face motions. They've got software where you speak into it. It mimics the voice and the face motion.
Yep.
So, but that stuff, all of those really serious gaffes with Joe Biden were committed before that sort of technology was readily available.
True, but I mean, a lot of the stuff he's on tape, and they have recordings of him, and they document it. And I'm pretty sure these people were smart because even in the 60s and 70s, they were able to capture people like Charles Manson. And
oh yeah,
when did they arrest Ed Gein? Was that in the 50s?
I'm not up on it. I don't know for sure.
I'm just saying, these are the same people who can fucking, for years we're sure that they captured fucking serial killers and shit like that. So
oh yeah,
I mean, I would think they're pretty capable of documenting who said what during what time because, we appoint these people to run our country.
Huh. Or it looks like they're trying to appoint themselves right now.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to twist Donald Trump's words right now when he said, "I don't want we shouldn't we're not counting anymore." Yeah, right. It's past midnight. It's ridiculous.
Well, this is the first election I've seen where they've just stopped counting randomly. I'm like, okay, well, we're just going to have to wait till tomorrow. Yeah, so you guys can ship in the fake ballots that are pre-filled out for Joe Biden.
The ballots that we're throwing away? Yeah, and you see the video footage of the people counting ballots, and things are acting weird, and they got some
Yeah,
weird setups. Like in Harris County, Texas, they had a group of people who were wearing high vis vests and a group of people who weren't, and it looked like they were both sorting out the same fucking things.
right. Yeah, there's all kinds of shenanigans going on. Oh, Lord Sinatra is asking, when does Kanye West run for office? The answer to that is he actually ran for office this time, but he
Uh,
didn't get on the ballot in every state. It's really weird.
Not in every state, but he did manage to almost get 1% of Kentucky and what was the other one? New Hampshire.
Yeah, and I think there are even some more. It's just what is he thinking? I don't know what's going on there. That's a little wacky.
It's a good idea because at least if he gets 5% of the country's votes, he gets a paid budget for the next campaign.
Hmm.
So
It's a happy
even
birthday party.
yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's the ultimate rebellion. At least if Kanye West won or got a significant number, it showed people are actually listening.
Right. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I would take Kanye West over Joe Biden any day of the week.
That's what I was kind of hoping. I was hoping, all the Biden supporters were like, nah, or all the Democrats would have been just like, nah, fuck this. Let's just vote Kanye.
Well, at
You
least
know.
Conway is not part of a child sex trafficking ring. He hasn't sold out our country for millions of dollars to companies like Burisma or whatever
hmm
in communist China. Phew.
At least Kanye is trying to go into the path of redemption. I give him that. He's going through a kind of repentance phase of his life.
I saw somebody mention that, and I thought they were because I was playing World of Warcraft earlier tonight, and somebody in my guild mentioned that, and I thought they were joking. I was like, "Yeah, right." And I was scouring through some news articles, like, "Oh my God, he really did run for office."
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, that kind
It
of
was
caught me by surprise.
it's actually kind of amazing to be honest. That's straight up it's out of everything that's going on, that's straight up a revolution right there.
Yeah,
Out of everything. And he's probably going to do it again. Well, he is 2024.
yeah. Let's see.
He's got my vote.
Let me put up a map. Well, it depends. We'll see who the candidates are first. I mean, what if Ted Nugent means? You know what I mean?
Eh, who knows? Ted Nugent, I definitely take his advice about hunting and conservation. But but for the country and police department, like he's totally anti-pot,
Right.
and I like to protect my weed right now. Yeah, he's totally at the point like and I know why he's doing that because he's a sheriff and he's trying to get his money. But he's like, oh, I know so many people who lost their lives and who are completely fucked up over marijuana. I'm like, really, Ted Nugent? You really know people who just smoked marijuana and got fucked up their whole life?
Well, the thing is, you got to think about the cost to incarcerate all these people that are busted with it. You know what I mean? That costs money to do that. It takes up space in the jails that should be held for violent criminals.
Yes,
You know, it
totally agree. But
really
the
doesn't
problem,
avail us to lock people up for that.
but the problem is right now, pot pot right now being decriminalized and stuff like that. There's people still in prison for those mediocre pot fines,
That's
and
crazy.
yeah, and that's what's irritating and kind of pisses me off because for a person who did serve time for a minimal pot sentence and had to work hard to get that off my criminal record because it was ridiculous.
That is
I
ridiculous.
know I know so many other people who are still serving years time for just for just being in a state where they had a zero tolerance law.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
these are and these are people who could not afford lawyers to argue for them to get them better
well,
sentences.
Freaking consult lawyers trust. They charge hundreds of dollars per hour just for a
Yeah.
consultation, much less actually doing any legal work for you. Yeah, Lord Fernatra says prisons are privatized, so arresting people equals money. He's right. Because what was it, Lord? I was discussing this with Lord Fernatra a few months back, and he was talking about he lives near Rochester, New York, and there's an entire industry built there based on the prisons.
Yep. That's another state that still had zero tolerance over pot laws.
Yeah,
And there's still people in the system that are serving time for pot possession.
it's crazy.
Unbelievable.
They need to retroactively appeal those cases if
Yes, they
that would
do.
be possible.
Well, it is. Kim Kardashian has been working on it with Trump recently.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
good. See, that's the thing. If Trump stays in office, I think there's a real chance that marijuana could be nationally decriminalized, which would be a step in the right direction.
yeah. I mean, at first we were scared that he was going to criminalize it because he said it was really wasn't interested, but secretly his son, Donald Trump Jr., was interested in the business. So,
Yeah,
and then when July 1st hit and places were becoming more and more recreational, it's a good win.
yeah. Well, the other thing, a lot of people think naturally, okay, so if you make pot illegal, then that is going to stop people from using it, and that's going to reduce its use. But I heard a case where in Colorado, this guy was a pot dealer and he was selling it before it was decriminalized and was actually making a living off of it. Once they decriminalized it, he could no longer make a living off of it because he no longer had any customers because his prior customers could just go to a regular store and buy some.
Yep.
And I would imagine the use, since it's no longer taboo, would actually go down if it becomes legalized and decriminalized.
Well, the bad thing now is the guerrilla growers are getting attacked by the IRS
Oh, yeah,
because what it's happening is when they're
yeah.
going legit, they're like, motherfucker, we want to see all that money you've been making.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see that fucking property. Let's see your fucking crops. And they're coming down. If you ever see the footage, they're tearing that shit apart, burning it.
Oh, yeah. You don't mess with
Oh,
the internal ripoff scam. They're gonna they're worse.
yeah. It's fucked, dude. It's
That's
fucked.
a
I
that's a
feel
criminal gang you don't want to mess with.
and at that point it's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Hmm. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about the IRS, but yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of XYZ. Even I didn't realize it at first, and then I started realizing it later, and people like, well, how are they going to tax us? I'm like, oh, they're going to tax you
Yeah.
because when you start putting in the reports and trying to go legit, talk about your job experience, talk about how you've been making and your hustle and where you've been. Oh, they're gonna start pulling money
Oh yeah, IRS
dollar.
has got their hands out.
Oh yeah. And if you don't give, they're gonna put a knee on your fucking neck.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Well, that was the thing about the Affordable Care Act, the Obamacare thing. You know, before that, I had health insurance. I had, my job. I had 40 hours a week. As soon as that thing got in, about a month down the road, my hours were cut. I lost my health insurance, and I couldn't afford to buy health insurance. And because of that, they charged me $1,000 fine. It's freaking
Oh, that
insane. I
motherfucker.
got I got bent over by that. So that's why I'm really worried about Bite Me and those clowns getting in because they're gonna try to shove another one of those kinds of things down our throat. Give you a tax just for living.
Well, yeah, when they did that, my it's complicated to say. My older brother's stepdad was explaining to me that he was a CEO of Little Caesars. And he was like, dude, I can't even hire 16-year-olds anymore and hire entry level people because of this health insurance plan. It's going to fuck up everybody.
That's right. It eliminated a lot of opportunities for people. How are you supposed to get work experience and start building your resume, And then the people that already have low paying jobs, they got completely screwed. Just never ceases to amaze. And then a lot of people, they don't even realize who did it to them. They come up with, they blame something else.
Well, they blame the Republicans. They don't believe Obama, Obama, Obama,
Then you get
Abomination.
these people that say, oh, I know what they're doing, but voting doesn't count. What? I mean, yeah, they try to rig elections and stuff like that, but your solution is to stay home and not vote at all?
I used to
Right?
be one of those people.
Yeah, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
It didn't until the last election because I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing anything and I'm just wasting my vote anyway. So
Well, not just that. If you go vote, how, in what way are you harmed? I
none.
mean, you lose time maybe, but
Well,
maybe they have a record somewhere that you voted, but
it
it's
wasn't
not going to
losing
hurt you.
time. It wasn't losing time. It was before, it was like who was going to legalize pot? Oh, neither of these two are going to legalize it. Well, fuck them. I
Hmm.
want pot legal, but that was when I was dumber.
Yeah, it's a process. What was that? They illegal. They made it illegal so that I think they made it illegal so that they could sell it illegally to fund black projects. You know what I mean?
It was a complicated issue. When they made it illegal the first time, it was because of the DuPont's nylon sales, because hemp was actually better and cheaper. And
They
then
wanted to
they
corner the
tried
market.
to, yeah, they tried to make this stamp act, this marijuana stamp act, but it was the same thing that these marijuana prescriptions do. When you get the stamp, you're literally clarifying yourself as a felon, and that's what citizens complained about because they refused to get the stamps.
Hmm.
So basically, they were like, okay, fuck you. We'll just make it elite. We'll just make it a class 1 felony. See how you like it.
Hmm.
But yeah, there was this huge court case in Texas. This guy was he actually went. He actually did. It was a Texan who was actually kind of dumb. He went back and forth to through the Mexican border, and all he had was kind of like an Altoids box full of roaches, and they found that, and he went to court, and that's exactly his argument. He's like, "Well, why would I get this legal thing that clarifies me as a felon in the state? It's ridiculous."
Right. Well, here's what I also find very unusual about the whole thing is it wasn't just United States law, but it became law all over the world. Explain that one.
Mm,
I mean,
that's
don't you
well,
find that weird?
Amsterdam. If it's still the same, they you can literally buy it at these coffee shops and stores that are
But that's just one
not
country.
like
That's a small amount
dispensaries.
of real estate, comparatively speaking. Think
Yeah,
about all the other countries. Why did they make it illegal too?
I don't know.
It's bizarre. But it seems like we've gotten into an age where a law gets made in one country and it spreads to every other country in existence. The one world system type of thing. It's just like the maskies. You got to wear 'em. Everybody has to wear a mask. The hell's up with that? Even though they're just breeding grounds for bacteria and cause more infection. Have you seen the
Hmm.
charts where it shows the amount of cases for COVID, and then once they mandated the masks, the cases spiked in every instance, every country. It's
Yeah,
freaking bizarre.
that's yeah, and then they're trying to cover up protesting does not the rise of COVID-19.
What's that?
They got these um you know during the BLM nonsense, they claim that
Yeah. Oh
protesting
yeah,
had
those
nothing to
guys
do.
weren't. They didn't have to worry about infection.
Yep. Cardi B didn't have to worry about infection when she came out here and held a huge party that was 5 blocks big. You know, out here in Vegas.
Yeah. Well, they've even caught people, politicians and their aides on microphones saying, "Oh, you got to put on the mask in front of the camera. It's all political theater," because that's what it is. It's all it is. It's not for
Oh
public
yeah,
health. It's
oh
it's
yeah. I
look what I
forgot.
can make you do.
Yeah, and you heard about the Michigan governor, right?
Oh, Whitmer, yeah.
Yeah, she's a dumb bitch.
Well, she tried to stage her kidnapping. Did you hear about
Oh
that?
yeah, oh yeah. That was a crazy one, and they're still trying to be like, oh, that was white supremacists, Trump supporters. The guy's on video saying he hates Trump. Well, he's still a white supremacist. Oh, did I lose you?
No, I'm still here. I just says that one youngling joined us says, "I'm on to you, bitch." So I'm saying you. Well, actually, why do I have to type it? I'll just say that one youngling. You want to join us? I'll give you the link. I'll put it in
Yeah,
here.
I think somebody. Oh, that's chat. I'm looking at something else.
Yeah.
Why
Let
don't
me.
you invite Lord Finatra here?
He's at work. I already offered. He can't get on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's got that truck driving job.
Yeah, it's rough.
What
Better
was
than having
I?
no job though. All right, there's the link that one youngling. So if you want to get on, you can. StreamYard holds up to what, 10 people?
Yeah, that's what it is. How would you feel? You probably want to punch Whitmore's husband in the face because
Yeah,
him riding around his boat in the lake while you're fucking closed out. That fucking piece of shit.
they're
I
all
mean,
scumbag garbage.
yeah, yeah. I'm from Michigan too, so I know how full of shit Michigan people can be.
Yeah, see, Lord Furniture doesn't have a headset. Yeah, so if he had some sort of a headset, he could get on. Because what was it? Cecil's actually done live streams from his car with his using his phone.
Well, Cecil can get away with it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's Cecil. I
Yeah,
mean,
that
even
youngling, we appreciate you holding up the entire chat over on Cecil's stream. It's not an easy job. I was discussing with El Gargoyle here the legalization of marijuana and how laws get passed universally. Not necessarily the funniest of topics, I would say, but a topic nonetheless. I'm not the comedian Cecil is. That's why I was trying to get Snarkcon DM in here or somebody like that. I'm friends with. I didn't see. I don't even know how Twitter works. I'm friends with him on it. I guess you follow him or whatever the hell. But I cannot send him a direct message. So
yeah, he's got to follow you back or something like that. I don't know.
I don't get it. I think if there's some way that we could move away from these Google and Jack Dorsey owned platforms, that'd be nice to do that. Well,
Yeah,
they've got
There was this one called Amino. I don't know what happened to it.
what Parlor. I've been on that. That one's I'm just not much of a social media guy. Never have been.
Yeah, they're not good for us.
No, I don't think so. I play MMO games, World of Warcraft. So that's if I communicate with people online, it's mostly through that. So that youngling says, "I'm not on Twitter. Screw that shit." Hey, I commend you for that. I think that's a good move. The only problem is, in order to stay in touch with certain people, you have to be on the damn thing. I don't like it,
Yep.
but I think
And
the
it's the
more of us,
way how we sell comics.
yeah, comic sales. That's the other thing. You have to use it for that. I remember when I was playing in bands, our singer, you'd have to have a band Twitter page, a band YouTube. So every show you'd have to say, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And you're just advertising for that same platform that are controlled by those same assholes. I don't like it. I would cringe every time. I mean, and it's not that I don't like the guy or anything like that. It's just I don't like the fact that we have to support those platforms. But there's not a damn thing I can do about it because how's your band going to get known? You have to use the social media. you know, it's a
Well,
catch
we
22.
left Tom way too soon.
What's that?
We left Tom way too soon.
Yeah.
Tom wasn't a
Actually.
prick.
So let's see what's going on in Cecil's chat here. We have Slick Rick says, I still regret not taking Cecil's offer to participate in that contest for a trip into space. Sounded legit. Matt Becker says, don't simp for Java. Slick Rick says, EVS is live. Huh. I didn't get any. Freaking YouTube was driving me nuts because I've got two computers. I've got, well, he is live. I'll be damned. I've got my main computer and I have a laptop. And whenever somebody would go live, and I was subscribed to a lot of channels, it would just, the thing would ring off the hook like a telephone and just drive me crazy. So I had to do something about that. It can
No
really get
shit.
out of hand.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yep, EVS says they're going to steal it. Let's see. Let me put up his. I'm going to put up EVS's stream here. So you go into. Let's see. Is audio coming through on that?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, the numbers haven't moved. I'm going off the Bing.
Yeah. See, Ethan Vince Guyver is a superb streamer because he's able to keep going. He's got that booming voice. I just can't do it. I pause too much. My voice is.
See, this is a weird thing, though. If you go into the states, once again, it says Biden won Virginia, right?
Yeah.
But look at the state itself.
Actually, let's see. Can you share your screen? Because I could
I'm
put that up. I can blow that
I'm
up a little.
actually going off my phone.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see.
I would if I
Um,
could. Just go
Here, let
just
me
go
do
off of
this.
Bing or just go to the 2020 presidential elections.
Or I could, let's see if I can do that. There we go. Now zoom in on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
See,
but it
that's
says
the problem.
Biden wins. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that doesn't add up.
Here's another weird one. Same thing with Arizona. You go to Arizona
Oh, there's all kinds of shenanigans happening in
map.
Arizona. Yeah. Which one's Maricopa? See if you can.
Maricopa.
It's in Arizona. It's one of the counties.
Oh,
Maricopa
right here.
County.
Right here.
Yeah. See, why would that go blue? Because that's what Sheriff Joe Arpaio. That's his home turf. Why would that go blue? That doesn't make sense. I smell some shenanigans going on there.
Oh, did that just move?
I didn't notice it if it did.
Okay. I'm just probably being paranoid, but it looks like it's only the only difference is it is 100,000.
Well, if it did move, I'll put this stream will be up, so you could go back and rewatch it and see if it actually did move.
But that's still more counties in Arizona. Trump has.
Right, right. That
So
doesn't
I
make
don't.
sense.
Yeah. And there's another one. New Mexico is another weird one. Look.
That's where I live.
Yeah. And it looks like Trump won New Mexico.
Yeah.
What? I mean, where the even those counties? I mean, is it because more people vote from those counties?
Well, they are. Those areas are more densely populated. A lot of those areas are a lot of desert. They aren't very heavily populated, but still, at the same time, I still think there's some funny business going on.
Yeah.
It's very suspicious.
Oh, Illinois. That was another weird one. Look at Illinois.
Holy moly! Yeah, that's an obvious one.
I would say Trump won Illinois.
Yeah, no kidding. That's
Oh,
crazy.
you want to see another crazy one?
Yeah, put it up.
Maine.
Yep, the state of Maine. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's
Now
crazy.
this one is just like no shit. Fucking
Michigan.
yeah. Trump took Michigan.
Well, I don't know. They might just randomly declare it to be Biden's state, like they did the others.
Let's see. Wow, this one's turning blue.
Wisconsin.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
That's the way to every state. You know, everyone that's blue, you open it up and zoom in on. You got one blue dot, and the whole thing's red.
How does that make any sense? Like
It
I was
doesn't.
on here with Lucius earlier, and Lucius is from Virginia.
Uh huh.
Like seriously, Trump has Virginia. I don't understand it. And then at first the whole thing was blue, and then when you click the numbers, it was all Trump winning the numbers, and now it's accurate where it's supposedly red, but it's like how is Biden fucking it's red all over the fucking place?
Not only that, you look at the rallies where he's got what 10 people there, and then you look at the Trump rallies. There's crowds of people. You know what I mean? It doesn't translate to what actually happened with these votes here.
This is where I'm at, and once again, but you know, Clark County and Washoe County are the two biggest counties.
Right. They're the most densely populated.
But this is the largest county right here out of everybody. Like this county right here has separated towns individually, so the there's like fucking 80,000 people in each town or something like that.
Yeah. Well, did you listen to Trump's speech?
I mean, yeah. I mean, Trump said we won.
Yeah. So he's on, but he's on to, not just that. He's on to them trying to steal it illegally. You know, the
Yep.
shenanigans they're pulling. So that's a step in the right direction.
I mean,
It's
people are
just he's
just
got a
saying he's
shit FBI
crazy.
director.
Well,
What's that guy's name? Ray.
we
Worthless.
expected that. Remember James Comey?
Yeah.
I wrote it on a piece of paper and I forgot about it.
Sure. Yeah. That whole agency needs to be
You
disbanded.
gotta be fucking shitting me.
It's so corrupt. It has to be disbanded, and they have to create a new agency from the bottom up.
Do you see what state this is? I didn't
That
even
looks
look at
like
the.
Minnesota. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Blue, again, the same thing. The whole state's red, but you got a blue dot, and that turns the whole thing blue. It's like a turd in a punch bowl. You know, the punch is great, so you
County.
drop that little turd in there, and then turns the whole punch bowl.
Wow. Look at even Colorado, and they say Joe Biden won that too.
Ridiculous. And then they've got the Bolshevik communist mobs out stabbing people now.
This might be interesting. So Joe Jorgensen, the lady libertarian, she actually
Yeah.
might get her 5%.
I don't trust the Libertarian Party.
I don't know too much about it. My thing about libertarians is I just can't understand them.
Yeah, they're not all they're cracked up to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you've got an issue like the legalization, decriminalization of marijuana, if you want to make that happen, the best way to do that is to make that a part of the Republican platform because it's an already established party, and it'd be easier to just get that embedded as a platform item there than to try to start a brand new party.
Old dad and stop saying fuck Donald Trump and
Right.
threatening to kill him and
Yeah,
shouting
that's
that
a
and
good start.
screaming with a blunt in your hand.
Right.
You know, that's a good start. And start acting like civil people when you're
Right.
smoking
Human
weed.
beings, rational human beings.
Of course, Joe Biden won Delaware, but look at that. One county is like, fuck you, Biden.
Yeah, they
We
know.
know how you like to let child molesters go.
Yeah. He molested half the children in the town. I'm not voting for him.
Wow, he didn't win that much in Moses counties. Look at Kent
Nope.
County.
Well, it's just like you remember Al Gore, right? He's from Tennessee. They didn't. Tennesseans didn't like his ass.
Yeah, Al Gore was full of shit though.
Yeah, he was. His father tried to pick up my mother when she was younger, and
Holy
he was
shit, look
married.
at Maryland.
Yeah,
Last time I
same
saw
story.
Maryland, Donald Trump had two counties. Howard County, Montgomery.
So yeah, Trump is going to have to get law enforcement to watch those areas. Or
Well, you seen what was going on at the White House, right?
I saw the speech. Are you talking about the stabbing?
Oh, that was in D.C. Yeah,
I
that was
think so.
probably in D.C.
Yeah, District of Criminals. But I saw Trump's speech. That was D.C. Are you talking about the actual election there, or what?
uh, well, they were doing press footage and basically, let's see, the Antifa, the Black Lives Matter people were at Black Lives Matter Plaza, whatever that fucking shit disaster is called, and they're fucking acting crazy, acting like fools.
Well, another thing, I think the demonic party wants to start a civil war. I think that's something that they want, and so these Bolshevik scumbags that they've got are trying to goad whatever law enforcement there is to firing on them. Kind of like what was it? Uh, it was around the time of the Boston Tea Party in early American history, where the British regulars there was a riot and they did fire on the crowd, and that sparked the American Revolution. They're trying to do something like that, although it's a perverted, sick communist thing that they're trying to operate.
Of course. Well, what they're doing is job protection, job
Yeah.
security.
Well, yeah, they'll go to prison if Trump gets another term. A lot of these criminals. Well, let's see. Should we conclude this stream and head on over to Ethan's and see what's going on there?
If you want to.
Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up. I guess Cecil's thing has died out, and EVS is going to. I like his commentary. Ethan usually has a pretty solid take on it anyway. So let's go check it out. But hey, thanks for coming on. If you ever want to join a live stream again, let me know.
Hit me up. I'm in Twitter jail right now, but let me know.
All right. Well, let's see. Are you on? They got another. It's not Twitter, but it's Parlor.
Insta? Oh,
Parlor.
Parlor?
Yeah, I'm on Parlor.
Never tried that. I think you can still send me messages though on Twitter.
If I could figure out how to do it. Yeah, nice to hang out,
Right
Lord
on.
Sinatra. Thank you as always. Unfortunately, you couldn't join us, but there'll be another time. And we'll go ahead and wrap this up. And
Oh, stay safe, Sinatra.
yeah, stay safe, Sinatra. And look forward to speaking to you again. And
Yeah,
have a
definitely.
great night. Let's go head on over to Ethan's channel.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Yes, it was a pleasure.